graduate school, and also founded the Emily Segol Research Center for Creative Art Therapies.
Hello, my name is Tal Fogel-Simhoni. I'm a multimodal therapist for art and expressive therapy and specialize in psychodrama. My PhD is psychology about the role of the therapist, and I'm here in Chulalongkorn University in the master degree.
Hello, my name is Dr. Alex Nisara Dalenpijangit. I'm a lecturer of the Expressive Art Therapy program at Chulalongkorn University.
Art therapy is very important because it's the only way people can express hidden feelings, unconscious conflicts, unconscious material.
Expressive art therapy, we use various art forms in combination within the context of psychotherapy.
The benefits that I can see in the expressive and art therapist is that anyone can do it. Anyone, anytime. You don't need to be professional for this, and you don't need to be any artist for this. You just can come and express yourself in the way that you can feel comfortable and right to do.
Survivors of trauma, especially children, but also adults, they find it very hard to speak out loudly and even articulate the feelings and emotions and the details, or describe the traumatic event that they went through. Expressive art therapies give them another way, which is actually a previous inherent language within humans.
So all the certified therapists can work at school, hospital, clinic, all the places that can have the therapy inside the system and inside the schedule of many communities that need us.
We hope to see you in our Expressive Art Therapy program
in Chulalongkorn University.
And bring wellness to the people in the world.
Welcome everybody to our open house event, our program, Master Degree in Expressive Art Therapy. Let me show you the link. Okay, so first, before we are going to talk about our program and the details, I would like to thank Professor Chulalongkorn, our former Dean of Faculty of Fine and Applied Art, and he is the first pioneer in art therapy in Thailand. And another person is Professor Busakon Binson. He is our Dean, current Dean of Fine and Applied Art. Okay.
Hi everyone, welcome.
And before we begin in a little bit, I would like to introduce our guest speaker today, Associate Professor Dr. Pornpapit Paulsawat.
Good evening, everyone.
And this is me. I'm a lecturer of the program, and you will see me a lot in the classes. And I'm looking forward to see you all as well. So before we talk about the details of our program, let's talk about art therapy and expressive art therapy. What is it? So expressive art therapy is the dynamic field in the mental health profession. So it's based on the knowledge that by the process of creating art, and this should be done under the guidance of a qualified therapist. So with this process, it will enable individuals to be able to express their thoughts and feelings, their conflicts, their hopes and dreams onto their artwork. And more than that, this process is also encourage the person to communicate communicate in the session, and that will lead to the development of self-awareness. And by doing that, or everything at once, they will begin to heal. And our program at Chulalongkorn University. So in this program, we apply the various use of art into our courses. So this is the building that you will learn in during the intensive course. So this is the building of the Faculty of Fine and Applied Arts. And our program details. So this is a 2-year program, is a full-time program, and the total credit is 39 credits. Some people will ask us before that what career path they can choose after they study with us. So for that, you can continue to be an art therapist in different sectors, such as in the government or the private sectors or medical organization, NGOs, and educational institutions as well. All of the program will be conducted in English. For our course structure and course plan, we have core courses, specialized courses, advanced courses, and clinical practicum, which this practicum will include both individual and group supervision. Within this program, you will have 2 options. The first one is Plan A, and the second one is Plan B. So Plan A is thesis option, and Plan B is non-thesis option. With the Plan B, non-thesis option, you will get to do the independent study, which is 6 credits, and you have it's required that you study more elective course than Plan A. And our courses here, and this is and with this training, you will get at least 769 hours of clinical training. So if you worried about license after graduate, we cover the hours, but it depends as well on the organization that you would like to apply for the license, such as America, England, British, or you would like to perhaps Australia. This is just a few examples. They require different hours, training hours. So it's better that you check for the information first. But we provide at least 769. So if you want more hours, you can do that as well. This is our lecturers and visiting professor. For our visiting professor, we have Professor Rachel Leviso. She is also the founder of the program. And the lecturers, we have Professor Busakon Binson and Professor Gergiet and Dr. Metao, Coco Simhoni, and me in the course. Our additional visiting professor, we have Professor Limo Gorner, Professor Johanna Kazminski-Cohen to join us in the courses as well. So if you are listening up until now and you feel like applying right away, here is the guideline for admission. So let's have a look at the requirement first. So for the qualification, we required first bachelor degree in any fields of study with minimum of 2.5 GPA. And if you did not graduate in art fields or from psychology, and at least 1 year of practical experience is acceptable as well. And for English proficiency, within 2 years after you took the exam, we accept CUTEP score of at least 45 or TOEFL score of at least 450 and IELTS academic option score of at least 4. And if you are not sure with your bachelor program, bachelor degree that you graduate from, or if you have enough experience, you can submit your document and the committees will make a decision based on all of your documents. And let's have a look at the dates. So the admission period is until May 19. So you have 1 month to apply. And then after that, we will have online interview. And in June, we will we will be doing the notification period. And then we will start the course in August. And with our program, we will start with the intensive course. So you will have 3 weeks for intensive course, and for international students, you have to fly to Thailand, and we will have the courses at July. And then you fly back, and then we will continue our study online. And this is the requirement documents for application. So first, you have to complete the online application form. And for Thai people, you need a copy of ID card. And for foreigner, you need a copy of your passport. And if you change your name or surname, you need the document for that as well. And for Thai applicants, you need the copy of house registration. And for the transcript, we need the copy of the official transcript and in English. And then we need the certificate and your CV, your current CV, and 2 letters of recommendation. Please keep in mind that one of the letter must be from academic reference, and the other can be from other reference. And then we need your English test report. And lastly, they recommend you need to write a statement of purpose and send it to us as well. For portfolio is additional. So if you have your portfolio, you can send it to us for consideration. And if you are studying bachelor and you almost graduate and you're waiting for your transcript, you can apply to our program and submit the transcript later. But you have to make sure that you already graduate before June. And some people might be worried about how to write the statement of purpose. And sometimes it's like hard to decide what to put in that. Do I put it too much or too little? So don't worry about it, because we have Professor Pompapit to help us with that. She's gonna give us tips and tricks how to write it. Please.
Thank you, Ajahn Alex. And I also would like to thank you, all of you who joined and tuned in to our Zoom tonight, our open house, and the last open house for the Expressive Art Therapy program. First program at Chulalongkorn University that dedicated to art and expressive art, combining different type of media in art to give therapeutic service to the clients and also to the people who need it. Now, I think you may wonder, like you're asking yourself, like, shall I apply? Am I the person who would like to work in this profession? I think if you're feeling towards helping and supporting those who need help, and also you like to work with people, you enjoy to work with people, you enjoy to interact with people, you are socializing, and you don't need to be very outrovert. And I'm also very glad to see questions sending in the chat box. So some of you have already registered and then sending the questions to our registration form. Feel free to also sending us the questions. We will collect all the questions and then we'll have Q&A. We will try to answer your questions after the end of this presentation. Okay, what is SOP, or the statement of purpose? From our perspective as the reader, we would like to see some of your description. Tell us about your personal motivation. Basically, why are you so interested in expressive art therapy? What is your motivation? Where is your passion coming from? And your commitment to work on this career as an art therapist. So that is the first items that we would like to read from you. And then tell us, how do you understand how about your perspective of art therapy? What is art therapy in your experience, in your past? There's no right or wrong about it. And you don't need to give us the reference. We would like to hear from you. What is your understanding about art therapy? Where's your coming from? And then if you have previous training or you have experiences that may support your career or your study, tell us about it. Then tell us your personal strength, your weakness as a human being and as a person who will become an art therapist. Is there some issues that you would like to work towards coming and entering the program in order to become an art therapist? And then, is there any research questions or any research that you are interested to pursue in art therapy? Maybe you would like to tell us that you would like to work with specific group of population. You like to work with children, or you like to work with adult, or you may interested to be working with senior population. And why are you interested in working specifically with that group of clients? And then last, what is your short-term goals? Do you see yourself in maybe after graduation? Where would you like to be in the next 5 years? And then your long-term goals. So we can get to know you from the statement of purposes, and then when you come to the interview, we can talk more about that based on what you write in your SOP, or the statement of purposes. Thank you, Ajahn Alex. That's about it from me.
Thank you, Ajahn Nul. And I hope you all have some ideas or full ideas how to write your SOP now. And
Alex, may I join you for this because I already answered some of the question of the audience here. So if they don't have experiences, I already mentioned that please write SOP, mention that why you really need it now without having any experiences. So the committee will consider, okay, that you have a chance to do this because this is the pioneer one. I would say that if you come to join us this year, is privilege because we just started. So we will learn together how to make it possible for many aspects that you have question in mind because we haven't launched it fully for the coursework or any other things. We really couldn't see for now what would be the burden for what we haven't found from because we don't have students. So if you come and join us, we will be very flexible this year. I would say, right, Ajahn Alex and Ajahn Ross, because we have to see through, that this knowledge came from the West. So we apart from our knowledge that what we have, there are so much to learn. So we learn together how to adjust everything. But if you come the second year, that will have the solid regulation that might not be possible to adjust. Don't you think so, Ajahn Rose? That we can share about this together. Yes.
And I would like to add one thing about our program. So because art therapy, it has already been launched for quite a while, a long while in Europe or in the West. And we have the program here and we are not totally follow their programs or guidelines. We try to integrate our cultures into the program as well. So you can work with various different people from different backgrounds. It's not just, oh, this works so well with Westerner or just a certain population. And when you have the paper or research to support that, and we try to integrate that into our cultures and in Asia as well. And that will help you in the long term to work with various background clients, or if you work in the hospital or you work international. So it will be really flexible and vast experience.
Yes, this program is quite unique because we have the combination of American, European, Middle East. Our lecturer graduated from America, from Europe, and what we really take into account is that the cultural sensitivity. We are from many countries, and we doing workshop together, we have to be aware of this issue. The thing that Dr. Alex mentioned, I totally very thankful to you because this could be question in mind from audiences as well. We are from maybe ASEAN country. We have very unique cultures that need to be adapted, not totally follow the step from the Western theories like that. So it's going to be very interesting program. And by mingle together, so we exchange what we have. We partially online and the module that we're going to get together, this will be quite interesting. So we are really welcome all questions that you have in mind. So we can exchange idea. If we cannot answer for now, we find answer for you and we'll be in touch. Yeah, be our network in the future. So we have more questions. You see from Liu Chulalongkorn. So are the students required to their own therapist during the study? Of course. So Ajahn Rose will explain about this. Will all courses be conducted online after the intensive course ended? Most of the course, they are online. And we have intensive for you all to have hands-on experience, which is the best for art therapy. If you totally study online, I don't believe that you will get the hands-on experience and be ready to be great art therapist in the future. So the last question from Liu is, are professional therapists considered as academic referees? Of course, because we consider the one that doing the job that related to the art therapy academy anyway. But the rest you can have your referee, peer, and or someone that knows you very well, recommend that, oh, you are good and you really have great intention to do this. But for those who are working on the art therapist already, it's great, and we consider, of course, they are academic referee. Yeah.
If I may, to add on to the second question of Evelyn, my name is Dan.
Oh, right, Dan. Okay, hello. Yes.
Oh, my camera is not on. Sorry, my bad. Sorry.
Yes.
I changed my computer. Sorry, my bad. Not very nice. Sorry. Okay.
Don't worry. We can hear you. Don't
I think
worry.
The program is a well mixed and it's a very good combination.
Yes.
The only concern, I think I may share concern with other prospects, is that it was not clearly spelled out of how the program or the course are structured. You already mentioned that most of the courses are online. Students are concerned about how they're going to study. So it would be nice if you could lay that out of what course in particular will be online, what module will be offline, and how would that be structured.
Okay.
One of the reasons is that it's very important because it's quite a fair bit of money and it's in big investment. And for us, some of the courses, it's all right to do online, but some of the courses, it cannot be compromised for some students. And one of the reasons we are doing expressive art therapy as opposed to other art therapy is that it's a doing course.
Yes.
It's not the visual course.
Yeah,
So
I understand.
Hands-on course. So, they are research, art research. They are clinical kind of thing. They are theory bit. So, without knowing, in the 2 years, what is going on, it's very difficult for us to make up our mind. Secondly,
Okay.
The placement also, the clinical, the internship, whatever you call, it was not clearly spelled out, whether, in other university, because I myself been doing some other search because I'm planning to do this for many years. And because of my family obligation, I could not go to Hong Kong and another part of the world. So, it wasn't clearly spelled out. In other university, they organize for students. Some of the university, they have the clinic. So, it wasn't clearly spelled out whether how it's structured. So it's very difficult to organize because I work full time and I'm willing to quit my job for this career change. But without knowing what's going on, it's difficult for me to make up my mind. So I hope my question and Evelyn will help shed some light on other students, because I think it's important. And this is the first batch. It's harder for us to plan ahead of how we're going to move forward. And for me, for example, I have a bit of experience with art therapy in other courses. Then, I wasn't sure of how it's going to be. So that's the thing.
Okay, thank you very much, Dan. great question, and we were talking about this, and we were really concerned about the intensive and online. What should we do with what should we plan for the student to have fully support for, because you see the title of the program, the name is expressive, right? You can't be really expressive through the camera. So we really fully be aware of this, and we talked about this, but we didn't make it out for the details yet. It is just please do not worry about it, but I understood, and I thank you very much. You have been waiting for this, and it happened first time. And we're going to do our best, because before this we already launched the music therapy program. It's great program, and it's also the same like culturally sensitive for people in this area. So we follow that step, because we also provide place the hospital, the placement for you could be a rehabilitation center in Thailand if you are Thai. But if you are from abroad, you can consider those placements in your own country, and we have a supervisor for you. And also this time we already partner with Smithy Wade, for example. So you we haven't told you yet that we got the scholarship, and we got the student join us and based in the great hospital, and we seek for more partners. So be sure that you will have the placement that you can spend time at your pace, as if you are working full time, but you have to find the time out of the working day, maybe Sunday, Saturday, but be sure that you have the hours that cover what we request. Okay. And the second, I think I already answered the first and the second question of Dan's. So Dan, does it make sense for what I
Thank you.
told?
Well, I got it. Thank you, Kap. Thank you, Kap.
Because we already launched the music therapy. This is our third year, so we realize any burden that happened to students. So we are very keen with this. So Ajahn Ross, maybe can you please explain more about this? Thank you.
Yes, thank you ค่ะดีนบุษกรสวัสดีค่ะคุณดาน Rose, also from the Faculty of Fine and Applied Arts. I hear your concerns, and I could see that this is the big decision that you have to make, and also you are trying to gather the information. I will try to answer and then make it much clearer as much as I can right now. So for the art therapy, there are three main components, or three main methodology to train our students. So the first one is the online, which is the, I would say 70% of courses would be given through online sessions. And then on campus, we will meet for about approximately 3 weeks per semester, 3 weeks per semester on campus. So that will be in person. We require all Thai and also non-Thai. If you are non-Thai, you are in any countries, you're required to fly in Bangkok, stay on campus to complete, we call it the intensive. And then the third part, which is clinical practice or the placement. So this will complement you. So I've heard from you that Kundan, and also from maybe other audience, other members in the audience tonight, thinking about career change, maybe quitting a job in order to like be a full-time student. during the day, you will be doing the practicum, you will be doing internship, and so that the materials in class, the readings, assignments, discussion, so-called theories in class, then you will be working towards them when you are doing in the clinics, when you are doing your internship. So when you're saying that expressive art is about doing, that doing is also the things that you will be doing with your on-site supervisor. So you have a supervisor working with you. It could be an organization, it could be a foundation, it could be a hospital, it could be a private clinic, it could be a mental center. So this online class, the fear that, or maybe the challenging that you see is that would online class be as efficient as the 100% in-person classes? This clinical is going to be the one that not compensate, but would enhance your doing things. So 3 components: online, on campus, and then clinical practice. They will come together to be the part of the training in the program. We are working on the schedule, which we would like to announce in about a month. We have already scheduled the on-campus or the in-person, which will be in August. And then after in-person, in September, October, November, that will be online. And then you come and then meet again next semester. Is that all right, Kun Dan? Thank you. I see your note in the chat. Anything that Ajahn Alex would like to add?
I remember there's a question about the example of the courses that will be teach online. So perhaps in this slide that you can see, this is the our core courses, elective courses, and you can choose plan A and plan B for independent study or thesis. And the total of the program, it will be 39 credits. And for the example of the courses that will be online, for example, you can see research methodology. So that will be online. And we prepare you how to write your thesis or independent study. And the rest of the courses, it will be, some will be doing the intensive course, some will be the mix between lectures, experiential training, activity, practice during the intensive course in August. And here, so for the tuition fee, for this is the course for each semester. So we are 2-year program. So the price that you see will be multiplied by 4. And there's a question about scholarship as well. So our program does not have our own scholarship, but our university will have the scholarship provided, but maybe you have to search for or keep up to date with the scholarship site. So here is 2 places that you can have a look at. So the first one is through Facebook. Don't worry about the details. If you would like to have the link, or you would like to keep the details, we at the end of this open house event, I'm gonna give you the PDF version of the slides so you can have the information that you need. And also we have a website, Facebook, and you can ask our staff who would love to answer all your questions as well. And this is email, telephone number, website, and Facebook. This is the QR code for our website. So it will be easier for you to just scan it and directly to our website. And after this, we are going to have the Q&A session. So everybody can maybe open your camera, unmute yourself, and you can ask us anything you want. So this is a good chance to, I can see some faces now. Hello, thank you for joining us today. So you can ask us about the question that we haven't answered yet, or you think of one right now. I remember there's a person asking as well about English exam, English proficiency. So if you are from the country that the official language is English, so additionally you need to have a degree, the certificate that stated that you are graduated from English courses. You use the English as the core language. So you need that to condition. And if you only have just one, then you have to take the exam. And another question that we receive is, what happens like if you cannot take the English exam on time before the the application, like the deadline? And for that, if you are waiting for the result, you can apply to our program, but you have to submit your English score before the end of May. And because after that, in June, we are going to announce those who got accepted into our program.
So we have question, Alex, about the internship, the clinical.
For the first batch, how many students are you expecting?
So we expect only 15, right, Alex? So, but we can receive if really a lot, not more than 20 for sure, because we need the quality learning and teaching here. More than 20 will not be good for the quality classroom. So the internship, of course, the internship that I mentioned, you can do it in your country for sure. You have a look or which one, the rehabilitation center or the NGO that and the hospital that you already inspected, you can share with us, and we will see who could be your supervisor nearby that we know in your country. So this could be done in your country, of course.
Yes, you can submit documents and details about the placement to us, and then it will be taken into the consideration. And in doing the course, we will have the supervisors who will get in touch with your workplace, your placement supervisor as well. So we will keep in touch with them, and you will have another supervisor to talk you through the internship. So you wouldn't be alone during the training or internship at all. You have two supervisors to support you.
Yes. Yes. We already, I give you example of the music therapy program that one student from Singapore doing internship in their own country. We have that supervisor with her, okay? and we have our own supervisor to provide anything that of need in her internship there, so she will not be alone. Yeah, we take care of every single one, even though you are working on your placement in your country. Don't worry, but send us the information and location of that, so we will find a nice supervisor for you, your country. Yes.
And do you have anyone has any question about the program, or perhaps the about expressive art therapy in general? Because we accept people who don't graduated from art therapy before or psychology, so you might have a question like, if you can study, or like will the courses be too hard for you, who maybe feel like you don't have enough foundation of psychology. So we doing the intensive course, one of the purposes of intensive course, we provide you with the foundation, we introduce you how to the basics, to the foundation of psychology, of expressive art therapy. So you wouldn't just jump into a whole new things and difficult to learn. So you get the chance to get used to the program and the materials like that used in art therapy. And we have, because we are expressive art therapy, so it's more than just drawing and painting. We have movement, we have music. Sometimes music can be included in the therapy, so you will get to learn that as well.
And you also the combination, how to
Chulalongkorn.
Yes.
Yeah, may I?
Okay. Dr. Chulalongkorn, your previous dean, and please share with us, because you got a lot of experience, especially for disabled. Yes.
Yeah, I would like to say congratulations for the Faculty of Fine and Applied Art, and thank you for all the committee and all the professors that gonna make this program come true. This is my dream. If I young enough, I would to take this course. 30 years ago, when I was the more than 30, when I was the Chulalongkorn University student, I tried to fly for the whole country about the art therapy. I couldn't fly, and at Chulalongkorn University, only one course, the course spectral art. That's it. We cannot find even all the university. No, so that's why I interesting. So I start by my own program. So really excited to hear that for today. One thing, 27 years for the people with disability. I found the power of art. You let them sing, and then you can see the change. Like for the Down syndrome, when they play the music, the face totally change to normal people. If we can do that, like for the prisoner, 10 years in the jail that I have experience with that, I saw the change. Just only painting, keep them painting. The murderer behavior change. If we have chance, we can share that in the future. If we our student, right? Very exciting. And also for the internship, I can for my idea, anywhere. If they can decide if they can decide, can be in the jail. Let the murderer paint 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. I'm for sure change. because I already tried that. Music is easier than painting. They change a lot. So for the like internship, I think don't worry about it. One thing that I worry, now it's a good chance because now it's an online course, so we can open this class like for the whole world. We can expand, and also now many countries. Many students from another country come to Thailand during this 2-3 years. I talked to many presidents, private university presidents. They accept now they have international students. I asked them, do you have any problem about the language? They said they provide the interpreter. So that they have no problem at all. And they have the language clinic to assist all the students. So many people apply. Yeah. So I think maybe Chulalongkorn University have to waive some condition when they get in. And we try to assist the student. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr. Chan. I'm quite sure that with your experience, you have your own placement for our students as well. It's a big Art for All organization. If you don't know, you can Google Art for All, what it is. So I have questions. So it is about the sand tray therapy. Okay. You are interested in coming to study with us, and especially for the sand tray therapy. They are beyond. Sand tray is just, one aspect. And there are so many approaches blending together here, and our experts from America, from Europe, they will come and then they share what they have. It's not only sand. We already, before we launched this program, we already launched 100 intensive program, 100 hours. Okay, and 6-7 lecturers from America, from Europe came together. So when you come here, you will see that sand therapy is only one of the topics that you can apply to be used together with another approaches, not just going for sand therapy for master degree. No, it's not like that here. You have to have your own creativity to make use of what you learn and make it up for your own approach. Our wish to make this program for. And I have a question from Dan. Also, are you raising your hand now, Dan?
Yes, but I'm not sure whether Kevin, have you finished your question? Because you raised your hand earlier. Are you done?
I actually wrote it in the chat box, so maybe if I may elaborate a little bit, I was just wondering if, for me, lectures or the teacher is really important because we spend a lot of time together. We co-learning with each other. That's why I was asking, like, it would be nice to know who to come or which approach I would be like learning from, so I can adjust or I can prepare myself. I think that's essentially.
Okay, this is a very good question. If I were you, I would have asked the same. Don't worry about the lecturer. Because we're going to search for base. When you see the picture of all lecturers, just some that we provide you as main lecturer. But for specific approach, we seek for the best one for you, because we also want to learn too. I tell you, be sure, not just only 3 of us teaching. No way, it's not. We need to explore the world of art therapy in any continent. It doesn't matter to be America only or European. No, maybe some lecturer, some guest art therapist. It doesn't need to be great professor, believe me, because when you teach art therapy, you need experienced person, expert in that field. So we have to seek for that. for you. Okay, when you ask who's going to teach what, we can't because we have our own lecturer that you can Google every single one and you will get a good prompt. Only if you Google Raquel Leaf, this is top already. Okay, she could do so much, and her research is above average. So don't worry about that. If you very intend to come to join us, we provide you best of the teaching learning here.
Thank you so much.
I have two logistic questions. My first question is related to first question of Chen. So you answer my first question, it should be answer to Chen as well. It's about online classes that you said 70% are done online. Is that done only on weekday or is it a mix of weekday and weekend? Evening class? It's more about planning for me.
So we will fix this later, but mostly,
so it's not yet confirmed. So it
no,
could
no,
be
no, no, not yet. Not
so
yet.
it could be weekend or it could be weekday evening.
Sure.
Okay. Now
to be like that. Yeah.
Okay. It's fine. Second question, more about the on-campus intensive. When you say 3 weeks, are you talking about 3 consecutive weeks, 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, or are you talking about weekend? What? I mean,
We will have 1 day off for you each week.
So if I'm working full time, it simply means that I have to take leave for the whole 3 weeks.
Yes, of course, you have to take.
Okay.
For sure.
And is that per semester or is that per year?
Per semester, each semester you have to.
Okay. So intensive is per semester, so there will be 4 intensive.
No, we have only 2 semesters. Okay.
Per year. Per annum. Okay.
So
But
you have
2 years, so we have 4 or no, not the second year.
The second year you will have the mostly, and if we find that it's very important to call you for special intensive, we can't guarantee about this. Okay, Ajahn Rose, can you share us about experience from the music therapy program? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Before I share, Ajahn Alex, how many intensive the intermodal? How many actually? I believe it's 2, right?
Sorry, I couldn't hear very well.
How many intensive? The intermodality, 2, right? Just 2.
Yes.
So first semester and then the second semester, is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So basically right now we are planning to have 2 intensive. But if along the way we find that there are certain aspects that we would like to organize a workshop for you before you graduate. Like, for example, you find out that when you go to do clinical internships, then you come back and then you report us that it could happen that way, that, you might find palliative or taking care in that terms. We need more times to work with you. We organize workshop for you.
Pleasure workshop. Yes. Any more questions?
And some people are worried about their art skill because I know that it might be some misunderstanding because we have the word art in our course, so you'll be like, oh no, I cannot draw or I cannot paint very well, they're gonna make fun of me or something like that. But don't worry, because for expressive art we focus on the process of art making, and it's not, when you become an art therapist, it's not your job to judge the person or your client's artwork. You are not gonna give them like 5 from 10, you got only 5 because your work sucked, like that. So we focus on the process of that, and it will help the person to, for example, heal from their trauma, or like Professor Chulalongkorn say. So for disabled people, children, we use art to communicate with them. Using art, we don't need language. We can express ourselves through art. We can understand each other through art. So that wouldn't be problem with your art skill at all. The theory that you are going to learn, or the practice aspect of it, you are going to learn how to analyze, or you're going to understand other people's psychology. So no worried about art skill.
Yes, but we don't prevent you from learning extra
Yeah.
art skill. It is good to explore. And I want to answer the question from Dom. It's very good question, because you're talking about approaches again. I already told you, don't just imagine that we are following which one, which approach in which country. It's a mix. Our lecturer, they could do so many approaches and mix together. They graduated from different universities. So as I told you, that we intended to all include all approaches. And for you, we don't expect you to follow any, but you should be able to be very creative in your process. It's going to be very unique, and we have mentor for you. Okay, it's going to be very challenging. When you talk about approaches, you can Google, you can see, you can learn by yourself in each approach, no problem at all. But when you come to the class, it's going to be a mix of what you already knew sometimes. But how about you learn what you already knew, mix with other, and you create your own process? This will be very interesting. And it is about expression, expressive art therapy. We don't follow any rule, but we challenge you to learn and be very creative. That is very important. Yes.
And I would like to add that from psychology side of therapy, perhaps you learn and you're really good at one approach, which is good, but when you actually meet your client, it's not a guarantee that that person will like your approach, or your approach will work so well with them. Sometimes you use all of your approaches with them to make for the best outcome of the therapy. So it's better to learn all the approaches, and you find out which approaches that work so well with you. That like you mentioned person center. So sometimes person center works so well with one group of clients, but what about the others? If they don't like person center, they would like CBT, cognitive behavior therapy, then you will have to adjust. So it's better to learn everything, and you try to personalize it and make it your own, and combine everything together.
Okay, I have more questions to be answered. So you talk about Katie asks about would it be possible to do the 2 or 3 placements for your internship? It could be possible, but you know that it's not easy. According to our experiences, not just you want to go here, so we send a letter for you. But don't be sure that you will get accepted very easily, because we have already example from our past former student that asking for internship, and they have to interview you and they have to talk to us, and we need to know you well to guarantee that, oh, you will be well received. You should be well received by that organization. We can talk about that. We don't prevent you from having, a few placements, but let me tell you, according to our past experience, okay, that is for KD. And then next, you mentioned about you already graduated a few years, many years ago, and what would it be for the recommendation letter? From my side, I would recommend your boss, your former boss. Okay, if you have, if you have been working in the related field, related to the art therapy whatsoever, you can ask your former boss to recommend that you have interest in doing this, blah blah blah. Okay, it doesn't matter. SOP, like Ajahn Rose mentioned, we pay attention pretty much, even though you don't have experience. Okay, just tell us the truth. What is in your mind? What is your inspiration to come and work with us? What is your dream to be in the future? Make it really. Don't ask the chat GPT. Okay?
Oh, I think the connection is lost.
Online class, right? Yeah, we record some of the class without the patient's faces. We can't record all. We have to ask permission. It's very sensitive, as you know, that the lecturer always have cases very fragile, and we can't abuse that. We have to ask for permission. And who's going to know that you're going to share this video with others? Others can learn for free or not. So we can't do that. But if you miss one class, for example, online class, of course we have to support you if it was a must for you to stop coming for any reason. We have to support you. I can say it just like this, but I can't say that. Of course, you can have all classes recorded, and then you will enjoy doing it. You can work full time. You don't need to come and learn online. We can't do that. Please provide time as much as you can for the online, because online is not just theory. It could be some interactive, conversation or the act or something that we could do online, because technology can provide you a lot for that. Don't think that, oh, online is so boring, so you can come and watch later. No way. Okay, and what else do we have? Did I miss some question? You can ask me later if I miss some, because it
the QR code of the program.
Yes. On the screen again, you Alex, Dr. Alex, you can put in the chat box. Yeah, please.
For the PDF version of the slide. Just wait a second.
Yeah, I would say if I were you, I just apply right away. It's a good chance. Not many restrictions. We are learning it's a first approach, and in the first one in Thailand, of course. So we got so much support from abroad, and they are very happy, and they are truly kind. They are very kind, and they really want to support this region to have this knowledge in order to help healing the world. Yeah, I would say it's a good opportunity. Just come and join us at the first batch. But the second batch, I'm not sure what would it be if we already have the solid restriction and we talk here and there. You will have less chance to join. Yes. Okay. Any other question? Yeah, you can ask anytime through the Facebook, right? Dr. Alex, can you talk about that? Or how many channels that we can receive all question? Email, of course.
Yes, we have email, and you can have a look at the information in the PDF as well if you're confused. But we have website and we have Facebook that you can contact us, and we have the staff to answer your question that you might have in the future. And we provide you in the PDF. We have all the information and the QR code that Katie asked for, and so you can have a look at that. For the question, and I think there's one more question about the portfolio. In the portfolio, if you choose to have your artwork presented, where maybe we can have in the portfolio, then you can put your artwork or the picture if it's clay or other artwork that is not drawing painting, but at least 5 to 10 pieces will be enough, and you can choose your best one. We don't mind.
Also, I would love to see the picture of your the time when you did your volunteer. That would be nice. If you mention that, oh, you have been doing this and that here and there, or you got certificate already from where, just put them all, add them all together in your file. Your portfolio will be the key, one of the key. But when we talk, your heart is the key, I would say. Your heart, your intention. Yes. Okay.
Any more questions that you would like to know about the program, about the expressive art therapy? Yes.
I think time's up. We already over 1 hour, and we still have the channel to communicate anyway. If you truly really would like to come to us, so this will not be our last meeting. True. Talk to us, come visit and tell me what you want. And even you can put what you have in mind you really wanted to learn. So we will consider that and bring that up to the committee. So we just explore together, why not? Okay, that will be very fun. I think all for now. Alex, Ross, what do you think?
Thank you everyone for joining today.
Thank you.
And
Thank you everyone, and hope to see your application. Bye-bye.
see you in
Glad to see
application.
you all. Yeah, glad to see you all here tonight. Thank you for all the good questions. They are really good questions.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
สวัสดีค่ะอาจารย์ สวัสดีค่ะ
อยู่กัน
Thank you.
อยู่กัน